Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. You know that one of the most important parts of learning English to a high level is pronunciation. Pronunciation is super important for clear speaking, fluency, and making sure that people can understand you easily. One of the trickiest pronunciation points is what we call minimal pairs. Minimal pairs are words that are similar but different because they have one sound that is different. And when you practice minimal pairs, it helps you to develop control over those differences that native speakers find to be important. For example, what's the difference between the words feet and fit? Those have different vowels, and for native speakers of English, it's very easy for us to distinguish between those sounds. But if you're learning English and your language doesn't have that difference, it can be very difficult to get used to understanding the difference and to say the difference in your speaking. I was reminded of this recently when a student of mine told me that she and her husband were going to be doing a show of wheels. But when she told me about this show of wheels, she pronounced it wheels, wheels. And I didn't know if she was saying wheels or wills. Both are possible. Wheels would be like the tires on your car, and wills, a will is a document that someone writes before they die. So I didn't know which one it was. To pronounce this word correctly, you have to make the vowel long and tense. Wheels, wheels. Another example is the words seat and sit. For native speakers of English, those words sound completely different. So today I'm going to teach you how to pronounce the vowels E and I, and we'll do some practice, and at the end of the video I'll give you a short quiz so you can check your knowledge. So the first vowel is the vowel E, and this vowel is what's called a front high vowel. That means that your tongue moves up and goes to the front. It's hard for you to exactly think about what your tongue is doing when you're speaking, but that's the position of your tongue. E. If you try to imagine what's happening inside your mouth, you're going to feel that your tongue is behind your teeth, coming to the front, and it's also going to be very high. E, E. The other important thing about the sound E is that it's long and it's what we call tense. That means that your tongue muscle is tensed. It's tight. It's working hard. E. Now, this is a very common vowel. It's often spelled with double E or EA or an E with a consonant and then another E. For example, Pete. But the thing is that in many languages, this vowel is not quite so long and not quite so tense. In English, it's like really strong and powerful. E, E. An easy way to say E well is to almost smile when you're saying it. That helps you to widen your mouth and bring your tongue forward. E. Okay, the second vowel is the vowel I. Now this vowel is shorter, but it's also more relaxed and it's just a little bit lower. I, I. If I can feel what my tongue is doing, I'm going to notice that it's not quite so high, it's not quite so far forward as the previous vowel, E. I, I. It's also with the tongue just a little bit lower and it's short and relaxed. I. The muscle of the tongue is not working so hard. I. So let's compare the difference. E, I. E, I. Feet, fit. Feet, fit. One important point for these vowels is that there are two bad words that contain the vowel I, and you want to make sure that you're not saying that one. So we have, for example, the word beach. I like to go to the beach. I like to lie in the sun and relax on the beach. Beach. Now the other word that I'm not going to say is with a short vowel, and that is the vowel I, and that's a bad word. Okay, another one is the word sheet. I have sheets on my bed, or I need a sheet of paper. Sheet, sheet. Now, the other word that's a bad word has a short vowel, shit. And that's not a nice word, and you want to make sure that you're making a difference between those words so that you don't accidentally say the wrong one. Okay, let's move on to some practice. I'm going to say 2 words. The first word is going to have the vowel E. The tongue is going to be in the front and high in your mouth. E. And then the second one is going to have the shorter, more relaxed vowel I. So pay attention to how I pronounce them, and then if you want to, you can pause the video and practice saying them. Eat, it. Feet, fit. Beaten, bitten. Now, most Americans are going to say this T actually differently. Usually we'll say beaten, bitten. So the beaten would be like we got beaten in the game, and bitten, I got bitten by a mosquito. Least, list. Reach, rich. Sleep, slip. Feast, fist. Weak, wick. Peak, pick. Leave, live. Cheap, chip. Heed, hid. Seat, sit. Now let's practice a few of them that have L at the end. And I want you to notice that with the first one, with the tense, longer vowel E, the vowel is going to be especially long before that L. Eel, ill. Wheel, will. Steal, still. Peel, pill. This is a very common, tricky vowel difference for most English learners. Next, let's look at a few very common first names with the sounds E or I. Jim, Bill, Phil, Steve, Chris, Rick, Ethan. Now for some names that are usually used for women. Cindy, Jill, Lisa, Tina, Eva. Okay, next let's take a quiz. I'm going to say some words and I want you to identify which vowel is it. Is it the long, tense E vowel, as in feet, or is it the shorter, more relaxed vowel I, as in fit? Peel, peel. Live, live. Free, free. Now, actually, this one you can notice doesn't have a consonant at the end. When the vowel is open like this, it's always going to be the long, tense one, E. Meet, meet. Build, build. At least, at least. Minimum, minimum. Wish, wish. I hope you enjoyed this quick overview of these very important but tricky vowels in English. Let me know which one is difficult for you, and let me know in the comments below if you can think of other examples with the vowels E as in feet and I as in fit. I hope to see you next time, and take care.